Static charges can repel. If they're like charges, they'll repel, so positive will repel, or negative will repel. If they're opposite charges, positive and negative will attract, or negative and positive will attract. To draw the fields around a positive or negative charge, they look like this. A positive charge has the arrows going away from them, perpendicularly. Negative charge has the arrows going towards it, perpendicularly. And the closer you are to the charge, the stronger the electric field. We'll come to this more detail in the next video. To create a static charge, we require rubbing, we require friction between two insulators. For example, it could be a foot and a carpet. Shoe made out of rubber, carpet made out of wool. They're both insulators, so that's the first key point. So the insulators, they rub against each other, which cause friction. And what this friction causes, it causes electrons to be transferred. Causes electrons to transfer. And we don't necessarily know which way around they're going to transfer, but the question will often tell you the foot becomes negatively charged or the carpet becomes negatively charged. Whichever one is becoming negatively charged, that's the one gaining electrons. So in this example, let's say the rubber shoe is giving the electrons to the negative carpet. So if you gain electrons, you become negative. And if you lose electrons, you become positive. And these charged objects could now cause a static shock. So you might have noticed this on the escalators, or when rubbing a balloon on your head, you might get a little bit of a static shock. For example, let's say someone has just been rubbing their hands on a balloon. So that person has now got a small potential. They've now got a small potential. Let's say they've got a potential of 3 volts. If they were to touch a metal object such as a ladder, if they were to touch that, the ladder's currently got a potential of 0 volts. So what's happened, we've got a potential difference. The current will flow through the body to the ladder and to ground, causing a small shock. But obviously this could happen on a much greater scale. This could happen in the clouds. So clouds are insulated. Clouds rub against each other, friction. The friction causes electrons to be transferred. One object becomes negatively charged, one object becomes positively charged, and what happens, we've got this build-up of charge. We've got this build-up of charge, and the ground, what wants to happen is that potential, massive potential, let's say it's 1000 kilovolts, what happens, it causes lightning. Lightning is one big giant static discharge. And that's all because of the large potential difference caused from the static build-up of friction, electrons transferring.